everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our series of STEM10 Plus series. Today, your presenter is going to be Ronnie Vasquez, and today we're going to build a car. As I have it right here, this is my model, and this car is going to be powered by air. Before we do this experiment, it's very important that you always have an adult next to you, because we're going to be working with different materials that you can actually hurt yourself. So I encourage you to get your mom or dad or your big brother to help you out with this experiment. So before we get into the experiment, I just want to explain some key concepts that our friend of the Elementary Institute of Science gave us throughout this study guide that we're going to be using throughout the experiment so that we can build our car. So I'm going to start with the first concept, which is potential energy. Potential energy is the energy that the object has due to its position. So in this case, our object is going to be having potential energy through the balloon right here. That is going to conserve all the air that we're going to blow into it, okay? So the next concept is going to be kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy that is in motion. So the object, while it moves, it has energy, and this is called kinetic energy. The next concept that we have is force, and the force is the action applied to an object. Either we can change the object physically or we can actually move it. The next one is going to be friction, and friction is the resistance of the surface. It can either be the surface of the desk or even air. When we're on a plane, the air causing resistance in the airplane. And then the last one is the Newton's third law of motion, which means that there is a reaction. For one reaction, there is always an opposite reaction. And before we move to the experiment, now that you know all these key concepts, I'm gonna go through the materials that we're gonna be using today. So first, we have a plastic water bottle over here. We have the top of the water bottle, plastic caps right here. We have a hammer. We have a screw that we're gonna need. We also have balloons. We're gonna need a marker, scissors, elastic bands, and little wood sticks that we have right here. And finally, we're gonna use straws. As you can see here, our model is gonna use all the materials that we have. So let's go ahead and build it. So now, for the first thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna draw a square on top of the bottle. This is where our straws are gonna come out. Now we're gonna draw one in the back, right here. And lastly, we're gonna draw two dots on one side and then another two dots on the other side, which is gonna, this is where our tires are gonna go. So you can see here I have two, and then I go to the other side, and then I have another two dots. So now I want you to be very careful when you start cutting our bottles right here. I usually use a scissor so that we can go through the square and the little openings that it has. And for the sake of the video, I have already cut one right here. So as you can see, it has the top is open, and then I have one in the back. And then this, the tape that I have right here just represents where our tires are gonna go, okay? So there it is, you have it right there. The next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be using the straws. What are we gonna do with the straws? Well, first you're gonna grab 3 of them. Make sure that the hole that you cut fit the 3 of them together. And we're gonna get a elastic band right here, and we're gonna wrap it around our straws so that we can actually get them together so they don't move, just like that. Like that, it's fine, right there. Now we're gonna grab our balloon and we're gonna put it in at the end of the straws right here. This is where the air is gonna go. So that potential energy that we're gonna see is gonna be stored inside here, our balloon. So it is very important that when we grab another elastic band and we put it around our straws, that we have a lot of pressure into the straws and the balloon, because that's where the air is gonna go. So let me just fix this real quick, and I'm gonna start from the bottom, just like that. So as I said before, this experiment is very hands-on. So it's very important that you have an adult with you, because the next step that we're gonna do, it's also very delicate. You can actually hurt yourself. So as you can see here, I have already done my air balloon that we're gonna now blow into it. And there it is, it works. So this is the potential energy that we're gonna be storing inside the balloon. And all the air that is gonna go through this side is gonna give us the kinetic energy, so the object is gonna move around. So the next step now is to create a hole in our little caps right here. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure that you have another surface between the desk and the cap, so you don't actually damage the desk. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna place the cap right here. I have my screw, and then I'm just gonna do a simple pushing right here, and then I have another one. So here it is, and now it has the hole. So this is gonna represent our tires. So for the sake of time, I have already 4 tires right here, and we're gonna proceed and start building our car. Now we're gonna start with our straws. We're gonna make sure that it goes through the square, and then at the end, making sure that it goes through our little hole over here. See, as you can see, might be a little difficult. Let's make sure that all of them are out, just like that, right? And now for the tires, what we're gonna do, we're gonna use these straws, right, that I have right now, and we're gonna make sure that they fit on the holes that we did on the side, just like that. As you can see here, make sure that they're well connected inside. And why are we doing this? Well, when we use our wood sticks, so that when the air is coming out, it can actually roll and cause that effect that is gonna give us our kinetic energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the other one on the other side, just like that. And then we're gonna proceed and put our tires right here. Got 1, 2, then I got the third one, and then the last one right here. So you gotta be careful once you do the tires, because it needs to be very balanced. So if it's not very balanced, then the car is gonna go sideways, it's not gonna run. So make sure that the tires are well positioned so that it can actually run while we do the experiment, okay? So now our next section, now the moment of the truth. It's time to test our car. So my observations are that the car is not gonna go in a straight line because I didn't calculate well enough the position of the wheels, of the tires, I'm sorry. So as you can see here, they're kind of unbalanced, so we'll see how that goes. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start blowing into our balloon. Every time I blow, I'm just gonna hold this at the end of the balloon here so that the air doesn't escape every time I just get more air. And we're gonna try to get a big balloon with air, okay? So let's do that right now. Now let's see. Whoa. It didn't even move, it just went around. As you can see, as I observed before, just the wheels are not well balanced. Maybe you at home, you have a better design. So I invite you to think this experiment thoroughly and see what you can improve. If you can improve the tires, you can improve the size of the tires, the way that we provide the air to the balloon. So make sure you have fun at the same time you're trying to get a new design. This is science, right? We gotta keep trying. So don't be encouraged if it doesn't work. So just try a new design, see what you can improve, and have fun with it. So thank you very much. I hope to see you in the next episode, in next week's episode. So enjoy. Bye bye.